Okay, we're going to take a look today at the Sunnytech metal gyroscope. Here it is. I don't know how familiar you are with gyroscopes, but they've been around as kids' toys for years. Here's one that was sold back even when I was a little kid in the 50s. And this is just basically a different version of the Sunnytech. This one is not as well made as the Sunnytech, and these had a nice habit of breaking on you, but still they're the same principle, gyroscopes. And a gyroscope isn't that much different from a top. Just anything that you, like a kid's toy that you spin like that. It's just the same thing. It's the principle of conservation of angular momentum. It's what keeps one spinning upright, even though its center of gravity is so high that it should just fall over. And I'm not going to get into a detailed description of that. That's for your physics course. But in your physics course, you'll learn what makes tops and gyroscopes perform the way they do. So let's just take a closer look here. One thing you had on the old gyroscopes, you always had this little tiny hole here, and you threaded a string through it, and then you turned it until the string was wound up, and then you pull the string, and that made it go. Well, the Sunnytech is the same way. They've got a little hole right here, and you thread this string through it, and then you pull the string and it gets it turning. They've made one improvement though that makes it 100% better, and that's putting these plastic strips through. What you do is there's a little gear up here at the top, and you thread it through and then push it like this until it's all the way in, and then you hold the gyroscope frame and you pull it out real fast, and that gets it going. So we're going to come back in just a minute, and we'll do a few tricks with it. Okay, we've got one of the T-cord pulls already threaded through here. Now let me give you one hint. When you put it through, when you're ready to pull it, hold the frame securely in your hand where you're not touching any part of the rotor, and pull it straight out at 90 degrees. I mean, really, you need to do that. If you start pulling it out at an angle like this, it can get stuck, and it is a real pain in the you-know-what to get out. So let's go ahead and get it cranked up here. And holding it only by the frame, I'm going to put it on the metal pedestal. I'm going to hold the pedestal down to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And there we have it. It's going to stay up there for as long as that rotor is spinning at a certain rate of speed. Eventually it'll slow down and it will fall. What happens is it's precessing now, and I'm not going to get into that, but it's part of the conservation of linear momentum principle. You see the axis kind of wobbling there. That's called precessing. Now let's just knock it down a little bit. We'll put it on an angle. You'll see, even though the center of gravity is still way out, it's not going to fall as long as it's spinning fast enough. So it gives you a little idea how it can be used. The top one here, the top screw in the frame, has a little slot in it. You could put it on a string like that. That's pretty impressive. The bottom has a little indent in it where you could put it on a pencil point or a pen point or something like that that would hold it up. It's pretty cool to watch it. A lot of different things you can do with this. It's really a fun toy, but at the same time it's demonstrating a scientific principle. So whether you use the T-pull or whether you use the string that comes with it, you can get it going really fast. I've had it spin for well over 3 minutes, although after maybe a minute and a half or so it's not spinning enough to really get that gyroscopic effect, and it'll fall. But it's a lot of fun. Like I say, it's a good science experiment too. So, full disclosure, I did receive one of these for evaluation and review, and I thank you for watching.